Finland camera had just captured the zoo terrorist that has been sent again to arrest Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Ndadila obviously. They want to keep trying and keep trying and keep trying and keep trying. They keep telling them that this thing that you're trying to risk it all for you. And that's just the truth. But they feel that they have something to say, they have something in common, they have something to keep sharing to the public. But here's the big deal here. You see, I will definitely not allow words to come into my mouth, because one thing is that the zoo would think that Finland is Kenya, so they can easily invade any territory they want to invade. But the truth will always be the truth, no matter how you want to twist it. The truth will always be the truth. And that's where the case gets better. That's where the case gets bigger. You see, don't be deceived by what you see today, because eventually everything we have ever prayed for is coming to pass like a wildfire. That's why I must always say this. The Biafran restoration has become one of the most consistent words of freedom. Looking at how time flies, looking at how things goes, looking at the positioning of our field and the things we should consider whenever we are riding for freedom. I must say it without twisting these narratives in any form, because progress is being registered on a daily basis, and that's what truly makes sense to us. So coming into Finland and trying to kidnap a man who has done nothing wrong but fight for his people, fight for a nation that has been abandoned for years, fight for a generation that has been seeking for justice, to be very stupidious to continue in that path, which has no end to their misery. We must engage ourselves properly, that eyes may see and ears may hear that the goodness of the Lord is all we seek. Sometimes it looks as if it's not possible to keep chasing, but I can tell you for free that chasing this freedom is the only option we have. And we're going to chase it to the very end. So each and every one of them should get ready. Because as long as I'm concerned, Biafra is not even ready to give up on the goal. And that's what truly maboos them. So the camera has captured, you can see what Simon Ekpa said. He said, the 3 terrorists that are hiding in the Lutonia hotel, and you people not entering Finland again, or are you guys now tourists? They know they can't enter, they know they can't invade, they know they cannot even push in. It's a two-way thing. We are not going to be onlookers of fate, whereas tolerating what has never been tolerated before in the history of Biafra. So forgive me if I say that Biafran historic possession is now giving the zoo a sleepless night. But what truly matters here is that as long as we continue to push ourselves into this bosom of wisdom, into the bosom of understanding the figures in which we must engage ourselves, let's be feasible in the chase of what we have. There are different measures in which we are going to follow this very peculiar formation that is going to help us to really actualize the Biafra we wish for. And I'm here to say it. You can judge me the way you like, but I'm going to say this the way it's clear. Now, you see, several times the zoo has made severe attempts to make sure they bring Mazi Simon Ekpa back to the zoo, and the reason for that is yet to be disclosed. And that is why I keep saying what I say, that no matter how hard they try to, bring Simon Ekpa down, he's a man with full knowledge. And when we say somebody has full knowledge of what is going on, it means a lot. And that's what truly makes sense. That's what truly makes sense. So Simon Ekpa has this kind of knowledge that truly embodies what we are chasing, and there's no other way I'm going to say this if I don't say it now. Biafra has become one of the most anticipated nations in the world, and looking towards the whole misery of whatever that has happened in the past, I must say it with peace. By piece, we must put ourselves in that shoe of actual restoration, and that's what makes sense. For the fact we continue to tell ourselves nothing but the truth, we will endanger our children and that of our children's children into the nice and atmosphere. So, as we continue to ride for freedom, let's equally understand that the chase of freedom does not happen in one night. Ụmụ Chineke, onye ajụrụ ajụjụ kwesịrị ịma na ajụjụ ajụrụ ya bụ ka o wee mara ife. Anwalazikwa ka o si wee dị mana ọ ka nwatakịrị mara ife, mara na ebe nna ya tinyere aka enweghị ka Chike si fụ ọzọ. And that's the super story. So permit me to make some introductions. We're chasing Biafra, we're chasing freedom, we're making sure that everything is being done appropriately, but the restoration that we have been wishing to get has not yet been gotten. You see the problem? And the problem remains that if we continue in this path, we may end up losing a very big wage